Good Lord. Okay, you guys are not here yet. I just need to put my hair up because it gets in the way. It gets in the way. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. So today I've got my other phone so I can read comments. Yes, to be honest with you, to be entirely and completely honest with you guys, Mondays are my day off. Usually Mondays are my day off, and I don't know what became of me when I created MAMIYA Mondays. Because I'm just like, oh my God, now I've taken away my day off. Now I have to be... Because I'm just like... Oh, sorry. Okay, cool. So, hi. Let me say hi. Hi, guys. We can chat over there. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be politically campaigning. But it is PAC week on Moya this week. I told you that when they pay for the campaigns, they're paying for the campaigns. So, which is actually quite an interesting thing. Because, you know, as a media entity, one should remain impartial and non-biased. And I know that. And you're not supposed to get involved and choose sides. Nah, good morning. Good morning. You're not supposed to choose sides, right? But hey, this channel is so busy lately, guys. I love it. So as we're talking here, there's other comments from other videos coming in. So I'm not supposed to choose sides, political sides. You know, originally it was supposed to be like that. Originally, when I was younger, I believed that artists were there to be a voice for people and to not choose sides and to just be a voice of what the people on the ground are saying. But then things changed and people were like just choosing with their stomachs, and ANC was buying artists, and then there was just no point in just having integrity and just not choosing sides because nobody else was not choosing sides, if you know what I mean. So ideally, we're supposed to not choose sides as artists because we've got quite a loud voice. I'm checking your comments there. What did I do now? Yo, guys, sorry. So I believe we're not supposed to choose sides, but people choose sides, and that's how... Oh, Sanbona, that's how people are eating, through politics, right? And it's not supposed to be like that. Artists are supposed to be able to go into every single space, every political space, because that's where people are, you know? But it's not like that anymore. So things have changed. So I was kind of saying this experience of being opinionated, as I am, and I've got opinions, boy, and having to maintain this level of bias, non-bias. And I just want to say, fuck that shit. I want to say, fuck that shit. And here is what I feel about everything, right? So we created this Moya political series so that we can start judging them, right? That's exactly why we did it. It was so that we can start actually looking, you know, and actually scrutinizing. And so far, what we're picking up is that the parliament salary is a huge motivating force for a lot of people. So what Abelungu have successfully done is create a system that protects their wealth, their ill-gotten wealth, with a group of people that they've put in this place called Parliament, who get paid to pretend as if they are sorting out the country's problems, who get paid to pretend like they're debating on important issues. Dude, like I was sitting with the PAC president yesterday, right? And the episode is coming out. I'm just waiting for them to upload it there at the studio. And the things you're going to hear, my friends, like, black man, you're on your own, basically. And if black men, we are on our own, what are the things that we're going to have to start doing now to better our experience in the living experience? You know, there's this thing called Ubuntu that's kind of like just disappeared, right? And this thing called Ubuntu was that thing where everybody brings to the table what they can bring to the table, and then everybody eats off that table. And what Abelungu have taught you is individualism and greed and being selfish. So people hang on to their gifts and hang on to what they can give because that's the culture now. But it actually is possible to live in a system where we are co-building, you know? So I don't know about politics, guys. I don't know about the political parties. But yeah, like I say, we are having them on those seats so that we can judge them and know what's going on inside the person's heart. But what I can tell you is that that parliament salary is the problem for us black people. The issue lies in that salary and the fact that civil service is now a paying gig. You know, in the past, well, I feel like, okay, Sankara's ways was that you service, when you serve, it's not really about material gain. And service was usually, because it wasn't really for material gain, it would attract people who really are born to serve. And there are people who are born to serve, guys. There are people who are not really interested in the material and more interested in the greater good. And those are the people, ideally, who should be in leadership. But now the problem is that we've got this parliament salary that's attracting the dodgy ones. And for as long as that parliament has got that big salary, that 60K, that monthly K, 60K, is the blockage to our freedom as black people. Because that is the dope system. The white people are getting the parliamentarians drunk on the 60K. And therefore, nothing is going to get fixed in our country because of the dope system. I'm open to your comments and your chats. We're here. We're just chatting. How did you feel about the episode yesterday? You know, Moya Monday is also about unpacking some of the episodes that we watched. You know what, ne? And I'm so glad that it's coming up in the comment section. That part about we are all Africans. It's not sitting well. It didn't sit well even like at the interview. And I know it's the truth. I know that we are the motherboard and we're the mother parent race and everybody comes from us. But I just hated hearing that white people are Africans. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And then I realized that I've got some healing work to do, which probably speaks to that issue Gogo Aubrey was talking about when he said that on an ancestral level, on a deep, deep, deep spiritual level, there's some healing work to do. Yesterday was dope. I know you guys enjoyed the episode, hey? I saw Guti, hey? people came in their numbers. Um, yeah, Dimakat's talking about politics of the stomach. We are suffering from politics of the stomach. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's 60K. We're gonna have to talk about that 60K, guys. It's the problem. Olwetu says, love the episode yesterday. That part we were all African, yeah, ne? We didn't like it, yeah. Satula Samavel. Guys, to a level where I was like, yeah, that's why they always invite you to ENCA. Yeah, yeah. I didn't like it. It was flabbergasting, ne, guys. I'm so glad in the comment section it came out because I was like, not a happy camper after that shoot. I was like, I don't think that episode went well. Yeah, no, we just didn't connect, hey. I mean, I'm surprised when you guys are enjoying the episode. I was surprised when I saw the numbers because after that shoot, I was like, I failed. I failed as a host, and I even went home and I looked out the window and I was like, yeah, my Lozam, I failed you today. I didn't bring out the guest. I'm so sorry. I didn't bring out, because I always want to bring out the best in the guest, you know? And I was like, yo, man. But it was actually the issue of abelungu being African, because bazoyisebenzisa that ammunition. Bazoyisebenzisa. That's what the problem with saying that on such a large platform, because some things we must just say quietly amongst ourselves. Do you understand? Ngokabelungu sesizaba yingxaki ngokuphakuland issue. Let me see what you're saying here. Basi's saying, looks like a beautiful morning, beautiful environment. Where are you? I am somewhere. I'm somewhere on Earth. Reporting live from planet Earth, baby. Control Alt Delete on the guys. What are misnomers now? But generally good. Guys, you know what? My problem is that I attract people with good English, ne? And they think that I'm also one of those learned. You know those ones that speak that in university English, in university textbook English. About misomas. You understand? You are in the context of when it's framed. Yabona ndiya-attract a lot type ke mna i-feminists i-academic or PhD ntontoni but ngxaki yam uba andiunderstand le language. I'll just go oh, can you just unpack that for us, please? Okay, Karabo is saying, and guys, please engage there in the comments because I like it when you engage. Karabo Mashan is saying, why are they not African if they were born in South Africa? Asking from a good place. Khalil. Naile problem bengikhuluma ngayo ke. Gogo Aubrey naile problem oyiqalile ke ngoku. Hey Karabo, if you go to China and then you and your girlfriend go to China and make a baby in China while you're living in China, and the baby is born in China, lo mntana ubali China? Huh? Just tell me. Official Twara Shite is saying, I love you, Sana. I love you too, guys. Thank you for coming out. Thank you coming through to MAMIYA Mondays, you know, where we just get together to speak shit about the shit that's going down in this motherfucking shit. Oh, by the way, I said that I'm going to do less swearing. And I once explained to everybody that the reason I swear so much is that I grew up on hip hop. And I really, really was a rapper chick and really deep within. And that's why I got such a big ego. That's why you've always dealt with me being so like, yo, man, I'm the baddest. Yo, man, ain't nobody like me. Yo. That's where that thing comes from. It's because I grew up on hip hop. So sorry. And I'm going to learn to stop swearing because It's just not a cute look, I know. Okay, so Karabo says the passport and the passport and ID will be Chinese. But will your child be Chinese? I'm not talking about your nationality. That's why we don't like this word South African. Because we're like, yeah, Niyazi mixta. Niyazi mixta nathi settler. Because ibinguslex blankes less than 50 years ago, seniors mixed ngoku. Okay. Karabo says he's not fighting. No, I'm not fighting. I'm just asking about umntanakho uzobali China na. Xa ndingamitha mna namhlanje ndiyozalela eChina, umntanam uzabali China na. Ndiyanibuza. Okay. Hayi man, olwethu please ungabhali ngesixhosa man. Eish. There is speaking isiXhosa, ne? There is reading isiXhosa inside your brain. Then there's reading out loud. Yo, Nkosi yam. Yes, it's mostly lezi zikolo, guys. And it distraction is bad. That's why I keep emphasizing. I'm like, guys, don't let your children lose their languages, because it becomes a problem when you're older now, and now you're on social media and people are writing to you in your own mother tongue, and now you can't read it out loud because, you understand? Can you see how illiterate, how quickly illiterate you're making your children? So, oh, Kyo, the markets are saving us there, guys. Barry, stop it. I'm in the office bursting out laughing. Miss Summers, ki distray, the misfacts. Guys, lutwile he. The feminists buile he, guys. Miss Summers, misfacts. Hey, Giri, you must go there onto the streets and be like, what in the misoma is this? What in the misoma is this? When they're telling you shit, you're like, what in the misoma is this? Sizagele, good morning, Kunjadi. Okay, Karabo, you're back. Actually, never mind. You made a very good point. Okay, fine. Already, let me try read this thing. Ne? It's mtase. Ungazonzakalisi kakhulu man. Aphume kuye lo mazwi wabelungu of being African. You see, guys, you see what it does. This is why you must learn not to talk too much when you don't know your things. Yabo? Singers mixed a munch. So, okay, here's another thing I want to talk about. You know, maybe that's why I got defensive over John Steenhuisen. Because some of us are legit here lost because of white people, of our culture and our language, because of white people forced themselves onto us. They just forced their language onto us, and now we can't even think in our own languages anymore. So let's talk about that DA moment with the Nyanga Pact or whatever that thing, Tubuli Nyanga. What in the fucking hell was that Tubuli Nyanga? Can he who freaking understood explain to us what Tubuli Nyanga was? Ulwet is laughing at me here, guys. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to read more Xhosa books and read them out loud and just make myself better, because that was embarrassing. Okarabo was asking another question. Why was that person saying they're South African a problem? Which person now? Sikhuluma ngabo Baston. Abo Slechts Blankes. The problem is that identity chintile futhi. Imani changer. Jiggy, they're gonna take over everything, and then jiggy sabazi kaz futhi and it. So let's talk about the Bus John thing and why it was inappropriate. Yes, Upas John. You know what irritates me about DA, guys? I'd rather DA came at us straight as a white party for white interests that looks after white people. I'm happy there. Because I'm like, yes, there are white people here. Therefore, there's a white voice, there's a white experience that has to be acknowledged and that has to be understood for everybody to get along. Ne? Just as much as there's a Chinese voice, and I wish the Chinese would have their own party and the Indians would have their own party. I just wish that everybody's interests were represented so that we don't have to act and we don't have to put on blackface as DA, you understand? So don't be an organization where you are a white capital monopoly oppressor party and then you put white black clowns in front to pretend as if you're not the oppressor. Don't do that, because we're not stupid. So don't do that. Just come in on some, okay, we are the whites, we are the settlers, we came, okay, we conquered this part here, what, okay, now here's how we're going to move forward because we can see we are outnumbered in numbers, here's what we're going to share, and here's what we as white people require for our survival as white people. Then we're like, okay, cool, guys, the white people need this, this, this. Then it's a collective democracy. But where they're acting, where they put black people in front to continue the system of oppression, yanyangisa man, it's like devil be gone. That's why we'll just get annoyed with John Steenhuisen anytime, all the time. Because we're like, devil be gone, actually. Rather come at me straight. Come at me straight, racist. So I deal with your racism and you say, Gutimina, I need this, this, this. Then I'm like, okay, fine. But my dear racist, we don't do this kind of behavior here because it's just inhumane and we have passed that evolution point. So please, this thing of having slaves and stuff, gonna have to tone down on that. And my dear racist, you're actually gonna have to share because over here we live in a system of Ubuntu and everybody can be comfortable. That's what irritates me the most, actually, guys. You know what irritates me the most? Hey, Karabo is here to defend. Karabo is defender of the white people today, guys. Karabo is saying, don't you think putting all white people under one umbrella is wrong? Don't you think putting all, hey, do you think the white people are putting you in different umbrellas? Come on now. So I was telling you what my main problem is that this country has got enough wealth for nobody to be broke. So these people, body Walmart, body Prime Media, instead of stealing and stealing and stealing, they could continue making their money, but then they just make sure, Guti, their service delivery is being sorted out. They make sure that there's parks in the township. They make sure there's trees and that. They make sure that on a basic level, people are eating. Do you understand? Then the extras, the black people can do the extras. If you want body G-Wagon, then that's up to you. But on a basic level, like basic public transportation, basic health system, the basic cultural centers, the white sector, private sector should be sorting that shit out. And easily. And it's not like black people want to be having caviar and Louis Vuitton every day. I'm just saying black people must just live comfortably. And then all these capitalists can eat all they want from this land that they're so greedy about because we live here. So we don't have that same desperation for it because this thing, it's here, it's within us, we are inside it. But can they not exploit us and then make us poor? That's the issue for me. So let me see what you guys are saying up in the comment section. Mterana is saying, I feel you, Mtase, and Abelung soze bastande nanini soze, guys. Jong, they're about to throw Jay-Z under the bus because Jay-Z stood up to them. Kan Jong and Jay. When the minute you stand up to them, yo, that's why Bonka Khutman Benu and your black excellence, they are just T-boys and T-girls. You never see them saying anything relevant. Untirita are devil, give us Satan, guys. Like, isn't company. That's why re tshwantse re be ka setso ha re ba ka makgowa, because le mo YouTube ba re katile lantol. So Karabo Mashan is saying, I'm not defending, man. I'm just looking at my surroundings. What are your surroundings, Karabo? Because some guys, some of you get a little bit of access to white people and you think you've arrived. And then you think your success is... And then... Nangtol? Olwethu soze na nini na mterana. So true. Asoze, guys. Aizozitshomi zethu. So what we must do is collect ourselves and get what we need. You know, the basic, cover the basics. Housing, food security, and hospitals. Can we get clear direction? Because, man, I'm a politician, guys. Bavele bakhulume, ne? Bavele bathi land expropriation. And then iphelele lapho. Yeah, understand? So what kind of conversations can we start having amongst ourselves to think amongst ourselves, Guti, how are we going to make food security a reality for ourselves and for every black person, you know? How do we start... The food gardens conversation seems to have fizzled, but it's an important conversation. We can't have abelungu feeding us, guys. Khona manje uRupert is feeding us. Niya understand? Abo Pick and Pay, abo what, abo Rupert lab. So sidliswa umlungu, guys. Sisebenzela abelungu. Ama income ethu angithi from abelungu. Ama income ethu. Angithi asikhona ukuzenzela. So, can you see ba sizenze dependence sabelungu? So can we start having conversations about how do we now move away from white dependence? Sine white dependence, niyayibona? Sizi white addicts. Niyayibona guys, sizi white addicts. So, I mean, that's why Abo John bazosiphaphela ngama language ethu, you understand? Ngoba sizi white addicts and abelungu can do as they feel because sine addiction, siyabadinga for validation. I mean, that thing with the prime, I'm coming to that comment that's just come in now. I-prime is a prime example. Ndiyabona ngoku i-prime seyi-10 rand. Ibiyimalini kanene ibhotile? Ibiyi-150 or something. Nabaleka nina bantu abamnyama. Nabaleka nayoqueuisha to go give umlungu wenu ama-150 in. But you can barely even contribute to our channels. But nabaleka. Oh, Karabo, you retracted the message. I was just about to come to it. But don't feel guilty. This is the free space for disagreements. I love disagreements, yeah. Like, I love it. I love it when we don't see eye to eye because that's the only time we're going to grow. If I just attract people that just agree with me, I am shutting down. I'm shutting down the brand. I like the trouble I cause. I like it because it works for me because I see other points of view. So don't retract your statements. Write what you like. Even if we don't agree, that's fine. It's not a big deal. So, yeah, so basically that was the conversation. I was just like, we're going to need to start having other conversations as abantu abamnyama because ipolitik ne parliament, it's not quite ours. So guys, what other stories are in the media that you want to talk about? I didn't want to make the space gossipy, but you know what I wanted to discuss? Because I saw a thing yesterday. I saw somebody sleeping with someone's best friend's man or what, you know? And I don't want to go into that, obviously, because we're not a gossip channel, but I wanted to talk about the loyalty between women, you know, and the sisterhood and the lack thereof that leads to us being abused by this patriarchal system. So we are not loyal to each other, ladies. And we need to start having a conversation around it. And we need to start vilifying the patriarchy princesses that sustain the status quo. I'm seeing, even because I'm embarrassed, you know, I'm seeing on political series, at least in the spiritual one, there's lots of women. But in the political series, I'm struggling with female guests, guys. And it's because when we speak politics and leadership, us women haven't put forward any women. We haven't put our voices behind any other women. Someone is complaining there in the comment section that YouTube is throwing feminists in their feed. I'm sorry, and I am headquarters of Feminazi. Good morning. Good morning. This is Sikimaswai, headquarters of Feminazi, South Africa. How can we assist? Who do we need to take down? Okay, Karabo saying it's all love, fam. I just got tired of typing. You should have debate rooms. What does that mean? Is that possible on YouTube? I'll do anything for you guys. I mean, morning, Nakaka, morning. I will do anything, guys. I'm learning technology. I'm like part of the old school. I'm 43 years old. We're old, guys. We're trying to catch up with this whole technology thing. The other day, my phone was on Do Not Disturb. I didn't know how to take it out. I'm just seeing my missed calls. I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? Zuid-Afrikaans, ik ben Nederland. Ieder gooit. Ieder gooit gijs. Ieder gooit gijs. As in mooie gijs. The lady from Rise Mzansi. Rise Mzansi. Okay, I'm gonna start looking for them, guys. Because another thing that's in my problems is that I've created many enemies with my big mouth. I've upset many people without even knowing that I've upset them. So they are very wary of coming into my orbit. Although it's a catch-22 because my orbit is where there is this, it's a vibe. I've never met such a vibey personality like me who has created so much drama and conflict around their name, but it's a vibe. Inside the VIP room, it's a vibe. There we are, definitely sure. So please, guys, you gotta put the word out that it's a vibe inside the Nsiki Nation. It's a vibe. Because I've scared everybody off, but I will try and approach them. You said there's a woman from Rise Mzansi. I know there's also Colleen from the political party Sarah. I must get that. Because I have to be pushing women. Me of all people, me big mouth, has to be the one that's pushing women. So I do admit that I was a bit stressed. I'm looking like a woman hater on political series, but no, it's that collectively as women, we have not been behind each other, and it's something we need to address. Oh, Lakaka says they've got the same issue of having a big mouth that chases off people. It's a problem. It's a problem, you know? And I've been trying to like express that to my niece because I seem to have given this gift to her. And I'm like, shit, babes, actually don't be yourself. Don't be yourself. You're going to get into trouble. Don't be yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't express yourself in this world if you want things to go in your way. Guys, I didn't moisturize and it shows. I've just come straight out the shower. Sorry about that. Okay, Precious Malachi says, register a political party. We will vote for you. Guys, I don't want you. I myself don't want you. There was a time I used to show off like, okay, guys, I could be I'm a potential, guys. I'm a leader. Guys, look at me. Look at the things. Now I'm like, nah, it's all good. It's side. So I, Nontsikelul Mazwai, don't want you guys. Don't want you. Application denied. Leadership application denied. And in phone, guys, I will keep tipping you from the side, like exactly how I'm doing. I'll critique everything and I'll show you which way to go. But I don't want you. I don't want you. um, yes, actually, I could have Naledi Chirwa. She's awesome. I like her. Powerful. Hey, but those EFF people, they always need permission from Julius. And Julius seems a little bit intimidated by me. But I don't want to say it loudly because the fighters are going to fight. We don't want that. Okay. Verbal fighting is an underappreciated art form. I agree with you. I agree. And it's a thing, you know. Precious Malachi says, there used to be a female party called Basadi. What? I forgot the name. Not sure if they're still alive. We women don't support women. They're probably not alive still. Because we don't support women. We've got issues with whatever woman you put on the table. We're going to have an issue with, good to know, remember she did this. We have a long history of high standards for women and why they can't be on. But if a guy has murdered minors in Marikana, they can be president. If a guy has got rape allegations, they can be president. If a guy's got, you understand? So just shut up. Women, shut up. Shut up because you haven't supported other women. Shut up. Lukaka says, mouth and fingers speak faster than brain filters. Fuck lying or pretending. You're not feeling one way or another. I feel like that, but it's not a strategy that works in real life. Oluwetu says, Rise Mzansi has numbers there by Colours in Cape Town. There was a festival this past weekend and giving Colours Rise Mzansi t-shirts. D-Hay has lost black souls and Rise Mzansi has lost coloured souls. Oluwetu, what are you saying there, my friend? You said Rise numbers had colored numbers. Then you said it's lost colored souls. I'm confused a little bit. Hi, Taryn Dupree. Good morning. Sivu's laughing there. Lakaka says, isn't it a human issue though? Isn't South Africa combating itself because South Africans aren't supporting South Africans? I don't know what the issue is, but I'm telling you now, women don't support each other. Even on this YouTube channel, when I look at my stats, 70%, more than 70% of my following is male. Women don't support each other. We don't support each other. Lakaka saying, everyone fighting each other. Yep. Garabo Mashan is saying, anyways, technically, you're my aunt through Malika's dad. So maybe one day we can sit down and debate further. Oh, all right, my nephew. All right, my nephew on my Tswana side. Jimmy Stapura saying, morning, Moya Rise. I think Asbavume njengembewu yethu abelungu because we created them and they need ukuthi babe umsila and thina sithathe indawo yethu as king and queen of this planet. Cha ke Jimmy yabona ke mna now siyavana. Hey, it be difficult landau, man. That part of it's traumatizing, eh? CPTU students being humiliated by security guards, guys. Guys, the situation at universities is another thing that we don't talk about enough, eh? We don't talk about it enough. Guys, I'm so dry and I can see myself. I'm so hurt. Anyways. What? What's happening with the students? I don't even know what to do because the parents that are the vice chancellors are the privileged black. They're kind of like the parliamentarians. We got the 60K problem there at universities as well. And if you talk too much, they'll kick you out. like they did to the lady at UCT. So do you see that as a black person, you can't talk too much? Just don't talk too much. Do you like my flowers? Hi, SK. How's it? Nsiki, are you currently undergoing initiation? Is this question is... Guys, initiation never stops, hey. If you follow Moya, you know that it's an ongoing process. I've always been crazy. And I shall continue to be crazy. You speak English so good. Way, you see you are starting now. You see you are starting the racism things now here. I want you to tell me I speak Xhosa so good. Not English. English is not my mother tongue. It's nothing I can be proud of. It's my indoctrination, this English. Precious saying it's crazy. Women account for majority of the population, but here we are always pointing fingers at each other instead of rooting for another. What can we do to remedy this though? Now I'm here for that conversation. Because Yazwana, you know, we love each other as women, but we don't support each other. What is that about? What is that about? Morning, guys. Ladies jealous each other and they think they can do better than each other. Ladies jealous each other only because there's not enough chairs at the table. I always make this example, and I always say that the issue is that in the boardroom, if there are 10 chairs at the boardroom table, the men are for making us fight over one chair while they sit and occupy the other 9. So then obviously there won't be beef between them because there's more than enough room for them. But Tina, we have to fight over the one chair. So that's the issue. So how do we make sure that we climb to the top in our numbers? When I get here, how do I put down the step ladder so that the 5 chairs are taken over and eventually 6? Not to see the majority share in the boardroom. Because men are very comfortable with putting down a step ladder for each other, guys. They're very comfortable with it. My mom has a friend about Jamaica or Madagascar. And she is nice. SK, you are like in your own zone. You are obviously new. And not part of this channel. Likaka says, honestly though, as long as people obsess over subjective issues like abstracts, there will never be progress. Abstracts are tied to ego. Yabona siqalile futhi feminist siqalile. Ngama abstracts. Yini ama abstracts ngesintu, guys. Speak to us in the ways that we understand you. But how do we as women address this issue? Because that's a factor, guys. That's why we're sleeping with each other's people. You know what I'm saying? Like, Buitumelo Lutuelo says, women don't support each other because you lack submission and can't submit to each other. But we can submit to men. We can't submit to each other, but we can submit to men. There's a problem there. There's a mental illness there. And you know, let me tell you the truth, because I'm a former, and I suspect I'm a former patriarchy princess or internalized misogynist. Actually, no, it's not that. You know what the thing is that Idloslam is dinekehla. So I always get along with men. I always just gravitate towards men because I'm a man inside. So what happens is that because being a man is a privilege in this world. So when we associate with men, we take on that male privilege and we also feel like we're part of the group, part of the gang, and you know, and ooh. But the problem is that we're not. We're women. And when the men do the boys club thing, there will come a time when they exclude you. So I used to be like one of the boys in university, and I used to hang out with these boys, and they were my boys, and I'm going on hang out with my boys. I'm with the boys. I was those girls. Then they all got married and they all got their partners and they left the building immediately. So you're never one of the boys. Wena nje uyazimixta. Yekelani ukuzimixta. That's the main topic for today. Ukuthi asiyekeleni ukuzimixta man guys. Thingibona ama comments athini. Olbethu says, and we don't extend grace to each other and we extend grace to men. Correct. Correct. SK says they subscribed because SK says I'm funny, guys. Listen. Okay. Let me go to Likaka says, oh no, I think you severely underestimate the male experience. Even if you act like a man, you are still a woman, so they forgive more. Yep. Guys, SK, I don't know, SK, where are you tweeting us? Where are you commenting from? Please let us know, because you are inside the comments, you are chatting away, but you don't even know where we are. You are just like, where are you commenting from? Because SK, we are in South Africa, ne? Okay, you're in Romania. We are out in Johannesburg, South Africa. And SK is asking me if I know girl called Kelly. Kelly from where? Likaka says, I am at home, you're in the forest. I'm not in the forest, I'm at home. I live in Africa, guys. Somewhere in this beautiful globe is a continent called Africa, and we live like this. Kelly from Madagascar. Do I know Kelly from Madagascar? Wow. Okay. Jimmy says, each one teach one. Low self-esteem breeds jealousy and envy. Yeah, but we need to address what's making us have a low self-esteem, because we're trained to be in competition. We're trained to, we're scared to even have pretty friends because we're like, oh my God, she's going to take all the attention. I don't want to be friends with her. Then all the pretty girls are like insecure and sad because nobody wants to be friends with them because we're scared they're going to take our boyfriends. And then it breeds some other shit. But then sometimes the other pretty girls have also got some psychosis going on themselves where they like weaponize their prettiness and they feel power in taking our boyfriends as well. So what's going on with us, girls? Because men have got a mutual respect thing going where they even like discuss amongst themselves about, oh, bro, are you going in? Should I go in? Are you going in? No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. You can have her. Men have conversations like that. They objectify us. When are we going to objectify men and be like, Zala, oh, Zala wa matla. Ah, mutse, ke tla zama John nna. Ke tla zama ka ko next door. Ke tla zama next door. Mutse. Likaka says, as a white Dutch-speaking man, I'm staying far away from South Africa. Thank you. Stay there. Thank you. I have no farm, but I wouldn't feel safe. Oh, please don't believe the lies that these whites tell you. I don't think the issue is self-esteem, but expecting everyone to adapt to you. I don't know what you mean there, Kaka. I don't understand. But please stay there in Dutchland. Where are you? Are you in Netherlands? Stay there. We are not taking any more intake of white people in South Africa. We don't want you guys anymore. Thank you. We can have healthy relationships across the ocean. Thank you for your contribution. Yes, already saying, yeah, man. When are we having girl codes? I'm here for girl codes, guys. Do you know how many times I've exercised the girl code, but I see that there's no point in this world? Like, but there's times I haven't exercised the girl code. Let me not sit on a high horse. Let me get off this horse. It's too high for me. I take that back. Comment section. Likaka says, without giving in yourself because others don't love you, if they don't give in, is the status quo. Likaka, you're speaking Dutch English to me, and I don't freaking understand sometimes when you speak. Sivu's laughing there. Likaka saying, and you're already having food and economical issues, though, now turning hate on each other. We don't have food and economic issues. We've got a white people problem in South Africa. We don't have food economic problem. Land produces food, and the white people have taken over all the land. We don't have a food problem. We've got a white people problem. You are so late, Azza. It's been such a vibe. You are so late. Greetings. I'm late today, but I like the topic. Yeah, we're telling Lukaka to come fetch all his white relatives here. SK, we're gonna cruise on with a family named, okay, the cruise name, MSC World Europa, and it was so beautiful. SK, I think you have had a bit of a puff give, motherfucker, puff, because you are giving me the most random commentator of the day goes to SK. Hilda Nyembe says, Nsiki, ungathandana nomlungu. Yo, guys. I suppose he'd have to be very woke. I don't know, guys. Ish, I don't know. You're asking me complex questions. I don't know, guys. Ish. Likaka says, oh man, the ground doesn't just grow food on its own. Oh, but it can. Oh, but it can. And before white people came to Africa, we were growing food. We were fine without them. So trust me, we know how to take the food out the land. We don't need white people to help us take food out the land. Yo. Hey, white Jesus complex. It's hard. Lukaka, tell us about having white Jesus complex, please. Because it can't be easy to think that you know everything, even on behalf of another race's experience. It can't be easy. Okay, so I mean, I don't mind how hard you reject reality and want to focus on how you feel about anything, or it can, but it doesn't. And sure, people then were fine, but they had the knowledge to do so. So do you. Hi. Where are you, Likaka? Where you commenting from? Daterland. But there's a land issue and there's a white people issue in South Africa. And it needs to be addressed. It's definitely there. Guys, we are 7 minutes from the end of the MAMIYA Monday. We'll see you again next week, Monday. By the way, it is Moya's first birthday. 19 February was the first episode of Moya. So we are 1 year old. I am launching something, but I'll let you know when it's ready. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Then I'm going, sorry, stop and go. We don't want stop and goes, but do anticipate something. We've got Ronald Dalton on this week. We've got a guy called Loyiso Bai who wrote a book, The African Bible. I don't know who's laughing in the comments and why you're laughing. I don't know what's up. We've also got the PAC president. And remember on Wednesday night, it's the change of season. I really enjoyed the season of Heru. Oh my God, I was making boss moves this past month. It was lovely. If you're following the African calendar series, it's on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Remember, we have it every month on the 21st at 8 p.m. Thank you. Happy birthday, Moya. Always you're welcome for Moya Mondays. Although they stress me because Mondays are my day off. And I'm always like, no. Moya's already a 24/7 job. And now on Mondays, I've got to like wake up and come do this. But don't doubt, I'm going straight back into my bed after this. Thank you for joining the sessions. Don't be shy to bring in topics you want to unpack and talk about. I mean, I got a lot to say. Guys, I mean, I mean, there's a lot to talk about, but we talked about in the beginning. We try to be biased. There's a lot I want to talk about about MK and stuff. I mean, because it's unfolding, and I want to have opinions, but I can't like, guys. I still need guests for my podcast, so I need to learn how to keep quiet. But I'm struggling with it. I must tell you, I end up fighting with the people I'm supposed to invite to my show. I don't have a boss to call me to order, so it's just messed up. And I still want to express myself because you know my personality type. It's a personality type that has to express. So Likaka saying people warring over whose feelings and life experience is more important than compromising and making shit work. I agree. Global social issue though. All humanity wants to rework compromises since everyone feels. It's true. It's true. Likaka's going to make coffee. But we're going now, Likaka. There's only 4 more minutes left. Recheb, hi. The Maya Mondays attracts a very international audience who it seems like they're just walking in the park and then they come across this and then they join the conversation. Guys, I mean, I did say I wanted to make it a little bit more global. I will have a little bit of gossip. I mean, am I allowed to gossip in the last 3 minutes? What's happening there by that Naomi Campbell's story and that little girl? That little girl just looks like she's looking for attention and like clout. But maybe I'm being judgmental. Maybe I don't know it. But I really, yeah, that's the problem with taking in fans and looking after fans as a superstar, is that now they Joyla Yugabi. So I don't know. It's not an MK t-shirt, guys. We had PAC in studio yesterday. Whoever wants me to wear their t-shirts must come to my studio. So we've got the PAC president in studio this week. That's who we're campaigning for this week. It is a paid promo. So PAC, wait for the episode. Check what you feel about them, because I'm not necessarily going to tell you who to vote for, but I'll give them visibility and be like, okay, well, this person exists. This is here. Guys, come check this. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the South African youth are not even, they don't give a flip about these politicians. So I'm trying to be the bridging gap. Guys, I'm about to go. Why do international interviews? Why not do international interviews or just talk sessions? I will get there. I think I will get there. Because I've started with the South Africans. I still need to figure out who my international. This tree's my friend, by the way. Good looking out. I need to see who's in my vibration frequency, because I'm a strange fruit. So I need to find the other strange fruits, the other free spirits and rebels in other countries. But yes, I think we are headed there. I think we are headed into flip one global community here on Moya. It's so freaky. It's so scary. It's so real. But I trust I'm prepared. As long as on Mondays you guys leave me alone not to have makeup and to be as myself, we're good. Then I'll work hard for you guys and give you all the content. And eventually, yes, Likaka, I'm going to have the international global chats. It's just everything's moving so fast. So, you know, I'm trying to catch up to being like this global connector, this connector of like global communities. It's just such a big gig for me. I'm just trying to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Bye. I need to do my homework. I love it. I love it. I love it. It is 11 o'clock, guys. Thank you for joining in. Please work hard. Like, don't chase this influencer life and celebrity things, guys. Please, can I be that leader of that community of people who are going to school and getting their degrees, because we live in a world that needs you to specialize in something that's going to earn you money, and specializing in wearing makeup and cute clothes is a very limited experience and view of life. So please just look at the influencers for entertainment value, Nje, and laugh, but don't aspire for that. And Ligaka says, and careful not to go insane from all the input from everywhere. Yes, fuck working hard. I work hard if I get paid hard. There we go. I like that. Hilda, I would like you to interview Iyanla. Do you think I could fucking have access to Iyanla? Is that what you guys see in me? Oh my God. That sounds like a plan. Okay. I just don't know how I'm going to go about it. Okay. Okay. Guys, it's such an exciting season. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but eventually you will get Iyanla on this channel. Trust me. Like, I know that when you guys put something out for me, it happens. Like, and it's been happening like that. So thank you for the projection received. Wow. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. And I'm not saying it's a big deal because she's an American. Ooh, did you see my internalized South African low self-esteem coming in? It's a big deal that I'm in a position to connect people from all over the world. And it's going to happen. And all the spiritual African scientists, and since we've learned that even white people are Africans, we're going to have a boy Kaka here. But guess who with no employment when influencers are living large, Njani? But topic for another day. It is a topic for another day. Let me tell you something about the influencer living large thing. It's an illusion, and it's short-lived. And it's not like they move from one big deal to the next big deal. Once in a while, you get a big bag, guys. And then that bag finishes. Whereas when you go to school and train in engineering or something, you've got a skill that you can use for life. But when you're an influencer, please don't buy into them. I'm going to have this topic next week then. Fine. Because it's 11:03. Bye, guys. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Bye.